Dropshipping has changed. I spent years doing completely the wrong thing. And sure, I was able to make a little bit of money here and there when I was first starting, but I was only able to scale to millions after I implemented this one small change. And then I had made more money from literally one store than I previously did from all my stores combined. It's the biggest opportunity in all of online business today. And in this video, I'll break down exactly what you should do to make the most of it. What I'm talking about is branded dropshipping. Now, maybe you've heard of it before, maybe you haven't, but before I can explain why I am all in on this opportunity, let me just explain what branded dropshipping even is. By now, we probably all know what dropshipping is. It's where you find a supplier, you build an online store and sell their products while they handle the fulfillment. Now, you are essentially the middleman here between the customer and the supplier. Now, branded dropshipping, it's actually a version of this, but the only difference is that you create a unique brand for your products. Because in branded dropshipping, you take that generic product and you set it apart from the other stores by creating a brand for it. And this is different from just finding a niche, because most of the time you are tailoring your entire store to solve a small range of problems with a small number of products. It's basically the same thing as buying a generic running shoe versus buying a Nike running shoe. Their branding is what made them the $100 billion company, not because they make the best running shoes. Because I promise you that there are running shoes that are a lot better, they're a lot cheaper, but none of them have that iconic swoosh, that iconic Nike logo that we all know and love. And that's exactly why branding matters. I think it's the biggest opportunity right now. This is the future of dropshipping because a shift that is currently happening on the internet. And just to help you better conceptualize, let's create a hypothetical scenario really quick. Now let's just say that you own a generic dropshipping store that has really good profit margins and makes, say, $200,000 in profit per year. Now you're hitting a plateau of growth and you decide that it is a good time right now for you to sell your store. So what do? You go to a platform like Flippa and you list your business. And because of your store's success, you're thinking that this store is going to be able to sell for millions of dollars. But what you're probably going to find out really soon is that if your business doesn't have a brand, if there's nothing that's necessarily unique about it, it's not going to actually be worth much. Now, if your business is still in a growth uptrend, or if it's still making money consistently, you might be able to sell it for a one-time profit equivalent. And unfortunately, that's really only going to be the max. And the thing is, getting a deal like that it's far from guaranteed, especially since your business has only been operating for a short amount of time. Most dropshippers that I know decide to sell their stores after about 3 or so months. Because the thing is, when you're dropshipping, you are constantly finding and testing new products to maintain sales. Yes, you can make a lot of money in a short amount of time if you find the right products, but products, they usually die down within a few months, and then you're off trying to find the next one. As sad as it sounds, it's really a never-ending rat race. You're always in the trenches trying to find the next winning product before your competitor does. This type of strategy is not sustainable in the long run, but branded dropshipping definitely is. Because let's say, another hypothetical scenario, you average about $150,000 a month in sales with your branded dropshipping store. Now, because you're consistently getting more sales and you're consistently getting new customers, more people are getting to know your brand and you build trust and recognition over time. Now, even if you just make the same amount of total revenue with a generic dropshipping store, your branded dropshipping store will have a much higher valuation when you try to sell it. Now, literally everything can be the same. Your products, your prices, your revenue, and your branded dropshipping store will still be worth more. And this is because a well-established brand is much more appealing to people who might actually want to buy your store, since it has a lower risk of dying. People, they already know about your store, they might even love it, and if they do, then they will most definitely trust it. And this means that you can sell it for a much higher profit. So what I'm going to do is pull up a real example of a super solid, easy to make branded dropshipping store that is absolutely crushing it. They've been doing really well for a long period of time. They're called the Woobles. And so essentially what this store sells is just crocheting kits. So you can see here, simple, easy product, right? It's simply just yarn, an instruction manual, and then you have like a crocheting kit. I forgot what this thing is called. It's like whatever this thing is. But yeah, pretty simple product. Product costs can't be too high. It's literally just, yarn, right? And then they're selling these things for $30 plus. They have licensing deals. Let's see if I can pull up the actual AliExpress listing for the products. Yeah, so if you see right here, I just type in crocheting kits. We hit this one right here, $1 a piece. So $1 a piece, and it comes with this entire kit. As I said, it's really cheap product, but it has a pretty high perceived value because of the end product. It's also a product that allows you to build out a community. I did a little bit of research, and this community, or these people that are making these crochet animals, it comprises of people people that are generally like 9-to-5ers after work, this is like a de-stressing activity for them. And so it's cool because you can collect all these different crochet kits. You can create as many as you want. This is also a very giftable item, and it's a cool product, right? It's something that you don't see too often. This is something that I've never really seen before. I didn't even know crocheting various animals and whatnot was a thing until now. And it's cool because you can increase that perceived value by creating your own little figurines, your own animals, stuffed animals, whatnot, and then create these mini easy to follow instruction manuals that you can also upsell right here, just package as they do. And then from there, it's just like expanding out the product line is so easy with a product like this. You just really need to get someone that's actually knowledgeable about crocheting and, you know, have them create these various instruction manuals, and then you're essentially good to go. Like, you can start with the ones that are already preset here, and then you can work towards expanding out your own product line of different categories of stuffed animals. So really cool stuff. And yeah, this is a great example. These guys, they create so much really solid content. They're on TikTok. I'll show you their TikTok account really quick. But yeah, you can just look. 600,000 followers on their TikTok account. They're creating so much content. They're connecting with their community. They're still popping off. Been able to build up this crazy community and, you know, constantly driving traffic to, of course, their website right here with us and their products. They're also on Amazon doing really well. So yeah, thought I'd just share this really quick example. So even though branded dropshipping offers a bunch of benefits if you do in fact plan to sell your brand in the future, it also is a way better route even if you have no intention of selling your store at all. Because you don't have to sell it in order to make a lot of money. If you put the right team in place, you can own multiple branded dropshipping stores at the same time. And I know plenty of guys, certainly the ones that I'm traveling full time with, which, you know, I'll make another video about what my friends do in detail, who do this and are very successful with it. And it really depends on the path that you want to take. You can decide to scale your store over the course of a year and sell it for a couple $1 million and go ahead and start from scratch again, or you can build your store and scale it to millions of dollars in profit every single year. It really depends on what you want. But the thing is, when I started, I went the generic dropshipping route, just like, you know, everyone else, until I noticed all the problems that I had to deal with. Things like customer complaints, chargebacks, payment processor holds. Facebook, they went ahead and even introduced the Facebook feedback score, which would kick dropshippers off their platform. Now, the Facebook feedback score, if you guys don't know, it's a rating between 0 and 5 that it reflects the customer satisfaction or, you know, the overall experience of buying from your business or your dropshipping or your Shopify store. So things like the shipping speed, the product quality, and the customer service. Now, if your customers have a really good experience with you, you get a good score, and that keeps your ads from getting more expensive. Now, I could either deal with these problems or I could try to avoid them. And I found out that the root of all these issues was the fact that I didn't have a good brand at the time, because running ads for a store without a brand made your entire store look totally unprofessional. So things like ads with poor packaging or inconsistent messaging that made customers think that they were getting scammed. A lot of people are more wary nowadays. They know what dropshipping stores are. People aren't stupid. So I decided to start doing branded dropshipping, and now just one of my stores makes more than all those previous businesses combined. And the best thing is that it's been generating profit consistently over a long period of time. And if I do plan to sell the store, I'm happy sharing all the details about building that store from scratch and how I did it, the whole process. But for now, I want to keep it private as I am still trying to build the brand. And, you know, just like everyone else, I started from completely zero. I even documented the whole journey.
We gotta document this. Go to today. Go to today.
Today? Oh shit, I just got one. 6.75.
4 months ago, you were here
ago.
sitting in your garage. Knowledge.
But here's how. First, I realized that branded dropshipping really isn't all that different from generic dropshipping. You still need to do all the same things that are important for generic dropshipping. You need good suppliers, you need a good product, compelling marketing, you need a system for customer support, so on and so forth. And if you take a step back and look for an overview, there's really only a few things that are key if you want to start branded dropshipping. So the first thing that you need is a branded store that looks professional. You need faster shipping times, you need good quality branded products, and then you need UGC content for your branded products, which is essentially just content of creators using your products. And this custom packaging is going to be key. It's going to be super important if you ever want to become a brand that people recognize. Now, if we take Nike, for example, Nike doesn't make ads saying, buy our running shoes at a 20% discount. No, they make an ad of a now well-known athlete, and they show their humble beginnings coming from nothing with the message, find your greatness, and then, the iconic swoosh, the Nike logo. Now, obviously, you're not going to have the massive budget like Nike has at the start, but there are a lot of affordable options to get custom content these days. All right, so if I was just starting out and I didn't have much money and I wanted to test out a product, now I'm going to show you a strategy. I don't recommend you guys do this for a very long time, but it's just to gain proof of concept, just to see if the product does in fact work for you. But yeah, let me just show you what I would do first of all. So I would take my competitor store and I would look at all the viral videos and I would list out all their viral videos. So let's say this video right here, this video right here, this one just recently went viral, and I would use these videos as references, as control videos. And so I would basically try to recreate these videos with existing clips that I can find on the internet. So from here, you can type in things like crocheting under videos, and then from here, try and take all these videos of B-roll and try and recreate that control video using this pre-existing content. And this allows you to gain that first mover's advantage. You get to start really quickly, you get to test the product really quickly, and if you notice that it does in fact work for you, then you can go ahead and get your own custom content, whether that be hiring out UGC creators, whether that be partnering with them, whether that be using video ad services. And then to download the videos, you can use this website, SSTake. There's a bunch of them, but this is the one that I was using. And you basically just take all these videos that have really solid B-roll that you can use. So just take that, literally just paste it in here, and then you can download this video without the watermark and then go in and try and recreate, as I said, the control video. So those videos that already went viral, it could be, these guys, your main competitor, or it can be other videos that went viral, and recreate these. So, follow the general trend or the structure. So look at the duration of the video, look at the sound that was used, the hooks, everything, and just try and recreate it. Yeah, this is a really good example of one way that I would go about just trying to gain proof of concept and gaining that first mover's advantage and just starting off as quickly as possible. And then I mentioned this earlier, if it does in fact work, you think you can actually run this product, you made a little bit of money, then from there you can go onto Fiverr, you can go onto Upwork and try and find UGC creators to partner with. And pricing is going to probably range anywhere from $100 to $150 a video, but I'm sure you can negotiate and then start using those videos to run paid ads. So if I had to ask you this question, who would you most likely buy from? A generic video that looks like it was filmed in a studio, listing all the crazy features and benefits of a product, one, or a video that looks like it was made by someone just like you who has the same problems and is in the same situation? I think we can both agree that it would probably be the second one. So your marketing should be exactly like that. And just like custom content, getting custom packaging for your products is not nearly as hard as it used to be anymore. There are 3 really simple design rules I follow when I design my brand's packaging, and that's based on what top brands have used before. Starting with simplicity. Simplicity is going to be key. You want to keep the design clean, you want to keep it minimal, and you can think about brands like Apple where less ends up being more. Then consistent brand colors. I would just stick to 1 to 2 main colors that match your brand's identity. Same thing, we can think about Nike. They consistently use black and white with the Nike swoosh. Then memorable logo placement. You want to make sure that your logo is always consistently shown on your product's packaging. Just like Coca-Cola, they always have that visible logo on their bottles. And you can actually find really solid, really good graphic designers and 3D render artists on Upwork and Fiverr that can design your packaging. Just make sure that you are filtering by reviews, check the reviews, make sure that the talent's actually qualified. And then if you ever want to be taken seriously as a brand, you need good shipping times. And you can think about brands that you like. I want you to go to their websites and see what their shipping times are. I promise you that none of them are going to take more than 5 business days to ship your product. Most are probably going to be anywhere from 1 to 2 days. So if you ever want to be a brand that people love, you need to make sure that you can do the same. You have to keep up with the standard. Amazon's crazy with their same day, 1 day Prime. Now, luckily, getting your shipping times down is actually a lot easier than you might expect. And believe it or not, it doesn't even matter if you're a complete beginner. Let me just show you some suppliers that I use and how I source my products with these reduced shipping times. So it doesn't matter what fulfillment service that you use. This is the one that I like to use because I think, they have the best shipping times. It's basically like an all-in-one platform. I don't have to go to so many different software tools. It just makes my life a lot easier. So let me just show you how I would go about sourcing products. From here on this marketplace, I can go ahead and select where I want the product to be shipped to. So if I said the US, and then I can also select here where I want it to be shipped from, the US as well. And then I can select the price ranges and whatnot. But for now, these are the main ones. And then I can also select the various suppliers. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and go with this search. And then it's going to populate all of these listings of products that fit this criteria. So let's just look at this product, for example. We can see that the item cost is $24.99. The shipping and processing time is only 2 days. That's crazy. The reviews are really good. You can pick various colors and whatnot, and then you can add this product to your store. Pretty simple process. Let me just set this up again, show you another one right here, this dog seat thing. This one's a little bit higher shipping times, 11 to 16 business days, so I would probably not go with this supplier. As you can see here, we can go in and select various suppliers. If you go AutoDS suppliers, generally the shipping times are going to be a lot quicker because these are their partners. So yeah, it's pretty consistent, 4 to 6 days, 4 to 6 business days. So the product that I want to sell isn't on this marketplace, then you can easily just add your product that you have. So say it's this AliExpress listing, this random product right here. You just go to add products, add single product, then go ahead and copy and paste your link for your product, edit now, or you can also publish it to store. And the SKUs are going to be linked up. The only caveat here is that you have to keep in mind the shipping times. So the shipping times are probably going to be different, right? They're going to differ from the partnered shipping time ranges. So we'll see here we got some solid shipping times. Here you're going to have to make sure on AliExpress what these dates are going to be. I guess 7 days isn't bad. So just know that the SKUs, once you import it, the SKUs are going to be linked up. So if you get an order, AutoDS is going to be able to fulfill that order from AliExpress as well. But yeah, if I'm worried about shipping times and I want my shipping times to be as low as possible, then I would just stick to the marketplace products. But not all the time you're going to have the products that you want on this marketplace. So you're going to have to compromise on one or the other. So yeah, service like this is going to get your shipping times from anywhere from 1 business days to 12 business days, which is really solid, depending on what type of products that you're selling. Now, not all products are going to be 1 day business shipping. So it's not ideal, but you're probably on a budget in the beginning, so it's the best that you can do. Now, once your branded store does in fact start to see some success, shipping times is going to be one of the first things that you should invest in. I recommend 4PX or UniExpress. Now, this is going to get your product to your customer consistently anywhere from 3 to 5 days. And once you're at larger scale, things are going really well, where you can almost guarantee that people will still buy your product even a few months from now, you should start to buy in bulk and set up a warehouse with a 3PL. Fast shipping was already important in generic dropshipping, but it becomes essential in branded dropshipping because if your products arrive late, your customers, obviously, they're not going to like it, but they're not going to just take it out on the shipping times. They'll be disappointed by the entire experience. And the odds are high that they'll leave a bad review, and this becomes literally an attack on your entire brand, which can destroy your brand's reputation overnight. And with branded dropshipping, reputation is literally everything. And if you're planning on selling your brand for millions down the line, you need to have a good reputation. And that's not the only reason to care about actually making your customers happy. And if your customers aren't happy, some of them are probably going to want a refund and you'll lose money. They're probably also going to claim chargebacks. You'll lose money like that as well. And this is going to be a ripple effect because it's going to make your payment processor suspicious, which might make them hold your money. I remember they were even holding over $10,000 from me for over a year. I literally couldn't do anything about it. And unhappy customers will also make your Facebook feedback score plummet, which could cause the cost of your ads to double, which would mean that your ad expenses could skyrocket. It's going to cost you a lot more money to get each purchase. This is obviously not a good thing. And if shit really hits the fan, your store could even get shut down for good. And trust me, I went through this. It was absolute horrible experience. I don't want anyone to have to experience that. That's another reason why you should go for branded dropshipping. You are not building a store for yourself anymore. You're building it for your customers and your future buyers in a way that generic dropshipping could never allow you to. And that's exactly why branded dropshipping is the biggest opportunity of 2024 going into 2025, and you can take advantage of it to make more money than you ever have with normal dropshipping. And one of the best first steps to take is to educate yourself as much as you possibly can and learn from the ground up. That's exactly why I created this beginner's guide, where I covered everything that you need to know if you're looking to get started today. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.